Welcome back to Spyro Ripto's Rage. We're still in the second hub world, so we're only halfway there. Halfway there.
So since
Halfway there.
Spyro gained the ability to climb up wall textures with poles drawn on them, could he just take a marker and draw little lines on wherever he wanted, and then be able to climb up anything?
That sounds like the kind of thing Link Between Worlds should have done.
Yeah, that's actually a really good point.
I do like the Game Boy version 2D sections with that.
Oh, these little shits.
Oh, they're great. I don't know what you're talking about. They're secret agents.
They're
pains in the ass in 3.
I think they're
Dee
funny
Dee?
in 3. No.
That looks
I don't
like
remember.
Dee Dee from Dexter's Lab.
It does look like Dee Dee from Dexter's Lab, just shorter.
It's Greta.
She's even got the huge-ass blue eyes and the dumb smile.
that shrink to a pinpoint when she closes them, I just realized.
Yeah, that, really, really dated blinking animation.
Well, I don't know why they
looks like-
need to do it that way, because in order to, I think games like Mario 64 just have a different drawing that plays where the eyes are supposed to be whenever you.
Yeah. It'll cut between them. The PS1 version of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone did that a lot. But it looks like she has less eyelids than camera shutters on her face.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
She's a cyborg.
maybe she's taking pictures of Spyro for her secret agent database.
Well, you say she's a cyborg, but we'll find out she's very strange at the end of this level.
There's 2 levels with these guys in them, right?
There's only one level with these guys in Spyro 2. They make a return in one of my favorite levels in Spyro 3, Fireworks Factory.
Pains in the asses.
What are you talking about? She's great. She does freaking like Matrix shenanigans, and defeats some of the enemies for you. I think the only one I can think of that's a problem is you have to rescue Handel from some like Doom, fake Doom sort of mission with Agent 9, and that mission was really hard for me as a kid because I had no experience with like the Doom genre. So it's just like, what is this first-person shooting stuff?
Are all of his missions like that? I know that he's the monkey. Agent
No.
9's the monkey with the gun, right?
Laser.
Yeah, with the laser gun. No, in Agent 9's normal level, you play as him like in third person, and the aiming is not great. But so I believe one of Insomniac's games, I forget the name of it, but it was basically a Doom copycat. So the fact that they included a Doom style level for Agent 9 was a sort of homage to that, I think. Yeah, I haven't played Doom, so I can't really say how well it controls compared to like Doom or a standard Doom game. But
Well, it'd be pretty hard to fuck up Doom controls in a Doom clone, because they actually allowed, modding and actual Doom clones to be made.
They're called.
And Doom had been around for like 10 years at that point.
Yeah, they call them Doom clones because it's not just you're making a a lot of the times
it's not like you're making a game like Doom. It's Chex Quest, for example, was actually built on the Doom engine. So
yeah, like a lot of people called games like Bubsy or Arrow the Acrobat like Sonic clones. Doom clones were actually built using the Doom engine and were often just Doom mods. Like stuff that you would see on the Steam Workshop for Skyrim would be sold as a Doom clone back in the 90s.
oh wow,
Yeah.
interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah, Doom's interesting. I've looked it up a lot despite having not played it, so I need to get on that eventually. It's, from what I can tell, it controls just fine, because basically you just move, and you don't even have to worry about aiming. If it's in your line of fire, no matter where it is above or below you, you kind of shoot a gigantic vertical line through the screen.
there are mods that you can use to give it a more modern shooter control system with proper aiming and stuff. But yeah, basically the only problem with classic Doom's controls is how dated the control mappings themselves are, but you can rather easily fiddle with those and make it WASD, mouse
Hooray for
aiming, and all
config
that.
files.
Yeah. You just have to know what to fiddle with in the config files. Yay, orbs.
Yeah, we put monkeys in a barrel.
So if you're on my side, and I know I've asked this about 20 times, why the hell were you keeping that from me? Why did I have to do that to earn it?
In this case, one of the monkeys had it.
Oh, okay.
So that was not Hunter being horrible, but he does have a lot of these orbs like stashed in his invisible pockets.
Okay, I guess I was a little distracted by the fact that one of my favorite games of all time just came up.
No worries.
Yeah, a lot of people are surprised by that when I say that I like Doom. They seem to think I hate all first-person shooters. No, I just hate the modern multiplayer-focused Call of Duty clone style of design.
Because everyone likes Doom.
Not parents. They think it's gonna turn your kids satanic and evil, which I never really get why those kind of things were considered like satanic, like Dungeons and Dragons and Doom. Okay, I do kind of get it because the advertising like had demons on the front, but if you actually like looked at the games themselves, like you're fighting demons in Doom and you're fighting demons in D&D.
Well, to be fair, at the time Doom came out, it was one of the most visually brutal games ever made.
Oh yeah,
so I understand the shock value of that. It looks hella cheesy by today's standards, but it
You're also forgetting, Ted, that parents are incredibly lazy and don't want to have to do any parenting themselves.
Well, you know what? I'm going to give every parent who like before the 90s brought that shit up in terms of video games a slight pass because it's partly because of them that we got Ultima 4. Because like the creator of the Ultima franchise got those complaints from parents. He ignored them, but it also got him thinking about the role of a video game hero and how that related to the player, and so he conceptualized Ultima 4 from that, and the game is just is about its actual morality system in a more interesting and less, good meter, bad meter sort of way than modern games would play it.
Yeah, it's
interesting.
Yeah, because Ultima 4, I know most of this from Spoonie's review, so shout out. But it's, you've got like these virtues like honesty, there's other ones, I remember honesty the best, but like you have to like, if you lie, those values go down, and the goal of the game isn't to like beat a boss, but to become the Avatar, which involves maxing out those stats. So you have to play, like if monsters are running away...
What about mastering the earth, air, water, and fire elements?
Shut up. But like if enemies are running away, your honor stat dictates that you have to let them run. You don't, because killing them while they're running away is dishonorable and things like that.
You also can't kill animals as opposed to monsters. Like if you run into a monster that would logically only be attacking you out of instinct, you have to run from the fight. You can't just kill the thing.
Yeah,
that's really cool.
So he's a vegan.
It's weird that a game from 1980 whatever or late 80s, early 90s has a much more nuanced and complex morality system than the bulk of most games today. Which I don't want to blame BioWare for it, but like KOTOR was really the first game to have the sort of like light side, dark side. You have 1 meter, it goes up, and you do bad things, the other one goes down, and whatnot. But
well, to be fair, that in KOTOR's case, that's kind of in keeping with the source material.
That's not entirely their fault. But.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. Ultima 4 is archaic as hell in pretty much every other aspect. If anyone's curious and wants to play it, well, first of all, read the instruction manual before you play, because the controls are convoluted to all
Please
hell.
read the enclosed
but
instruction book.
it's a game that you can get for free on GOG. It's one of their permanently free games.
Yeah, they have a lot of free stuff on GOG.
Yeah, along with a couple of the Ultima spin-offs as well, which are later games, so those might be enjoyable. But the thing about the version that they offer, unfortunately, is Ultima 4 was released back in the day when like individual home computers were vastly different in terms of hardware, so different versions of the game had to be made for each and every single goddamn one. And unfortunately, the version that they have up on GOG does not have the background music, so it's just a lot of retro DOS beeping. It doesn't break the game, but like if you want the music, you pretty much have to get the Master System ROM and an emulator for that. The Master System is the version that I recommend playing. It's got better graphics and it has the music, so that's a thing.
So these guys are supposed to be Hansel and Gretel, right?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, that's what their names come from, but there's no other real...
He's got the camera
Console.
shutter eyes too, and he also has floating eyebrows.
And those stupid
Yep.
propeller hats that I don't think anybody has worn since the 1950s.
No, Ted, I saw someone when I was at Academic Decathlon Nationals in high school. There was, I think it was at Nationals, there was someone wearing a propeller hat during the
I think
award
he
ceremony.
was probably wearing it ironically.
You know, I don't know. It's Academic Decathlon. Everyone there is pretty much incredibly nerdy.
Yeah,
And
well,
he
no
won.
one
He won a bunch of awards, I think, because I remember him. Oh, this mission I'm not very good at.
Those things
Well,
Well,
instant death.
it is a 5-star, so it
Well-
insta fails the mission.
Yeah, you can't get hit. It didn't hurt me. Like Sparks is still at full.
I forget this guy. This is the mission with that annoying guy that you have to like sneak behind, though, right?
No,
No.
that's Agent. Oh, hi
God
Greta.
damn it, Greta.
Oops. Greta, I'm in the middle of something. Can
Can
I
you
get
shut
the
up?
talisman? Yeah, just give it to me. Okay, thanks, Greta. See you in Spyro 3.
DD, get out of my game.
So you could leave the
All right,
area.
back to the mission. So you just have to get close enough, and then it triggers that you beat it. But then you have to go do the next one.
It kind of looked like you almost got hit right before that happened, though.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. So the flags are further and further away. So you have to. The
Rush.
challenge is not just like the second part of the mission where he's throwing the quote unquote bombs at you. It's also that you have to run all the way to shoot him down, and that's
And
what
get
that.
this treasure.
What was that?
And get that treasure.
Yep. Can I do it? Can I do it in time?
No.
Nope. No. I can get the chest, but not the flag. Or can I?
Nope. Here you go.
Yeah, you did it.
Bullseye.
Good job.
Just
Yeah.
barely.
Unfortunately, precise aiming on PlayStation 1 games tended to be a bit finicky, because even when they had proper analog control for something, the sensitivity tended to be pretty high. So
Yeah.
it was a little hard to be precise with aiming.
The N64 controller tended to have the opposite problem, where you could be precise. It's just that the aiming was so slow, so it was less twitchy and more just
Well-
like you have to drag the cursor around all over the place.
Well, console games didn't quite get aiming down until I think it was Alien Resurrection, the game that I think someone at GameSpot or some other high-profile site reviewed and criticized the control scheme for, in spite of the fact that that same control scheme went on to be the standard console shooter control scheme for every game made after that.
Wait, Ryan, you skipped me getting the second flag. but
Well,
you
because it's just following him again.
but you left me screwing up 3 times.
It's hard to tell where it is because it all looks the same.
Yeah, that's true. That's fair.
Well, I guess you should just get good at editing, Ryan. Huh?
Says Ted.
Says excuse me, sir, but I have been editing, maybe not flawlessly, but pretty damn good if I do say so myself. You know. And,
Dodge
It
that.
only matters if you're flawless.
oh,
Flawless
Absolutely
victory.
flawless.
hey, Gwetta, you want to help? You want to?
No. I'm just a kid. What do you expect me to do, Spyro?
You're a secret agent, are you?
Oh yeah. I think he gets the lisp in the third one. I distinctly recall he has the lispy dialogue in the third game.
Well, he just kind
Man,
of
I don't
talks
know
like a stereotypical young kid in this one. Kind of like.
Yeah.
Whenever I think of lispy dialogue in a video game, my mind always goes back to Infamous 2, which has the most bonkers voice acting shifts mid-game that I've ever seen in a project. Because it's like they recorded some lines, then decided they wanted to record characters differently. So all the lines recorded before that point, which are still in the game and still used, sound different. Like, Agent Quo has a lispy voice during the very early cutscenes. I think the ones that showed up in a demo, and all of her dialogue after that point loses the lisp for no apparent reason, and then
Oh, this is the best outro cutscene.
well,
Hold on, this is amazing. I don't know who
Wonder
thought
Twin
this.
Powers actor. Oh God.
Oh.
Does their satanic upbringing come back in Spyro 3?
No, they're just like Hansel does nothing, if I remember correctly, and Greta like is like super acrobatic ninja girl and does like a
This-
matrix attack.
This is why parents don't let their kids play Doom.